I am trying something different because I want y'all to be able to see the snow behind me. Can you see that? And my the tripod that I'm trying to use, it keeps falling down, and so that's why I'm having technical difficulty tonight. But I think I finally got it. Can y'all see the snow back there? I am in my rocking chair, so I'm likely to rock you, and I apologize for that. But that I'm probably going to do that, and I'm wearing the wrong glasses, so I'm gonna have to get up real close to be able to see. I am just so happy that you're here tonight. Thank you for waiting on me. You don't know why YouTube hides live chats from the creator. I had to go like through the internet and through my channel and in a back door just to find my own live chat. That's just so weird. But anyway, hi. Thank you for joining me on my Friday night live on Saturday. How is everybody this weekend? Let me see if I can catch up, and said I'm gonna have to get really close to see the comments because I'm wearing the wrong glasses. And, hi, Kathy. Uh, oh, good. I'm so glad that you're here. She says that she's been hanging around for a while. And let's see. Oh, Pat, I'm glad you didn't forget. I see. Y'all are so funny. Need a non-metric calendar. Steve Olson would something. Hey, y'all from Lake Jackson, Texas. Cindy and Mike, glad to see you all here. I've got so much to share with you guys from my week, and I'm just so glad that you're here. And oh, y'all already knew that that's my cousin. I just love that. Oh, Venus, Texas. I actually have my half sisters lives in Venus, Steve. So welcome. Rain Bear, hello Debra Pup, and yes, Bandit's in here on the ground walking around doing dog stuff. I ran out here to the location, and it took me longer to drive here than I thought it would, just because I wanted y'all to see this. And let me flip this around. No, yeah, and so the sets, y'all. I hope I can share a pretty sunset with you too. So I've been running. And to hurry up and get here. Let's see. And Adventure with Jay, is Robert on as himself? Didn't even notice. He is. Yay. Robert, are you a mod? Are you able to be a moderator? Um, that's a bummer that it won't let you moderator as yourself. And we haven't been able to figure out what that's about. I'm going to have to open up a trouble ticket with Google and YouTube, I guess, because there's no reason why it is blocking Robert as a moderator. And he also, because, oh, you guys, hang on. I wore too many clothes because it's been cold today, and now I'm sitting in the sun. And so now I'm like, and look at all the, y'all can't see, look at the blankets that I have lined up to put on behind me. So I'm probably going to move the camera around a lot tonight, so I hope I don't make anybody dizzy. I'm the one that's busy. Oh, God, even this has to come off. Hang on, guys. Sitting out here in the sun and the wind died. I hope my shirt doesn't come up underneath this. That'd be a way to get views, wouldn't it? Or else it'd be a way to get views or lose views. I'm not sure which. Okay, hang on. There we go. So I've got a little dog here that is wanting to come up. Come here and say hello. You good boy. Like, Mama, who are you talking to? We're not even in the RV and you're talking to people, and I can tell there's nobody out here in the desert but us. And so I have been camped at a national park, and I literally just drove into town. I keep doing that for my Friday Night Lives and my on Saturday. I keep just driving in at the last minute to say hi to you guys and get online. And I did it again this week. And I'm sorry about the shadows. I'm having such a good time. I hope y'all are too. Mino Ferry, Megan, good to see you too. Claire, and meanderings. One of my earliest videos included a scene of, no it didn't, Robert. I don't even know what you are talking about. I'm not even going to repeat that. Betsy says it keeps freezing up. Betsy, it might be on your end. I have a really good signal here, so I'm not sure what keeps freezing up on. Might try refreshing and that help. Oh, Liberty Hill, Annie Lou. I used to live in Liberty Hill. My career was in Austin, but when I moved there until I decided and found my house that I wanted to buy, and I bought in Cedar Park. I lived in Liberty Hill, and so we might have been neighbors. You never know. Jackie is on here tonight. Jackie, it's so good to see you on here. I miss you so much. Jackie is my friend that I went to visit in Texas, and you all met her. I helped her with some of her rescue dogs. She does great work with pups. And let's see, I'm backing up. So Claire Tomko says hello from Santa Barbara. One of my besties lives in Santa Barbara. Tracy Beeler lives there, and my writing partner lives in San Diego. And I know that's not close, but Santa Barbara, San Diego, California. It always makes me think of those two ladies. So welcome. Now see, I've got that too. Oh, I know why it's too far away. I moved my chair back to get undressed. Well, not undressed, but y'all know what I mean. So I got to move my chair back. All right. Susie's here. Hi, Susie and Jeff. Good to see you. She said, hi, Debra and Bandit. Susie Hatch. Good to see you. Claire said, we finally made a live stream. Hello, Pearl Pugh. Also humming the Jeopardy theme. I know. I could not get my yeah, I wish I could show y'all this setup. So I have my dead rat mic, and I have it plugged into my phone, and then I have my let me pick it up off the ground because it got dusty. I have my Mophie that charges my phone, but then I realized that I can't plug my Mophie in to charge my phone and have the mic on, and I have the mic because it's windy. So I hope I don't run out of battery. So if I go away, y'all just know that I didn't leave you. My phone died. But I think I have enough battery. Let's see. Vesta Moon must be on her way to Texas. Oh, no. Let's see. I'm trying to catch up. Conroe, Texas. God Seeker driving for Che. I hope I say that right. Love Conroe. Paul is here from New Mexico. Let's see. Dewdrop incense. Now, see, the wind's blowing and I'm going to get cold again. Let's see. Oh, good, Vesta Moon. I hope you get out of Ohio. And Texas should be, depending on when you're leaving, Texas should be really good weather by then. Can y'all see all that snow? It is so unusual to have much snow. And there will be a video come, I think, a week from Monday. Robert and I did an over-under trip. We need 4-wheel drives, you guys. and we went up to the top of the mountain to hide. You'll have to watch the video to see how far we got, but we had a blast. I came back from the national park, and I can't wait to share this video with you. And then I called him and I said, I'm coming back. Can you meet me? And I have time to live chat to run and see the snow. So he did. And so I'm glad he did that. Thank you, Robert. And Claire says she loves the earrings. Thank you. I appreciate that. And yeah, Arizona was cold this year, and it got warm right when I had to leave. I'm that now, and I hated having to leave because it was getting perfect temperature there. But I tell you, they're called shoulder seasons. When in the spring and fall, it's just hard to find and to ever know, because like Robert was sharing with me, he came to this region in February of last year, and it was perfect. And this year, here we are, March, almost middle of March, or we are in the middle of March, and it's cold. You just never know. And Susan says she's in Kentucky, but she's from Palestine, Texas. It is awesome, and a lot of people think that it's pronounced Palestine, but in Texas we pronounce Palestine. So I'm gonna have to put a jacket back on. Can't wear two of them though. Oh, Frugal's on here. Hello, Howard Moses. I missed Frugal. Let me go back up till I find Frugal. I'm not. There you are. Hi, Frugal RV gal. Thank you for being here. I've enjoyed chat today, and it's good to. Where I was at the national, you guys had noticed, and so with all it is. I mean, I couldn't do my work or anything. This little stool that I'm using isn't quite big enough to hold a little tripod. It's falling off. Oh, Oh man, is it time to see? I'm out of touch with the news thing because I didn't have signal. Is it already time to jump forward with our clocks? I kind of hate that. I really do. Um, I I noticed that some people are trying to get it passed. We don't have to do that anymore, and that would just really be kind of cool because it's ridiculous, antiquated thing that we do. I know. You're so patient with me because I've run late like what the last 3 weeks I've run late. But sorry, I got to stand up and put my jacket on. Blue jean jacket. I have my sweatshirt. I have a blanket, and I have my I don't know what that thing is called. I got it in Mexico. Hey, Fruit, what's that thing called that I got in Mexico? Where to the fires all the time? I already forgot what it's called. But I have all of that out here because I know as the sun goes down, I'm going to get colder, and I'm already starting to layer. So, how are the temps where you guys are? That's what I want to know tonight. And thank you all for the thumbs up. It shows that there are 7, 8 of you on here right now, and I have 42 thumbs up. So if you could stop for a moment and hit that thumbs up, that would really help me. Google and YouTube, pay attention to all that, and it helps my channel grow. So let's see what else we have. Now see, I got to scoop up. It's horrible being blind. I'm not blind. I shouldn't say that. People are. But I can't see. So hold on. Let's see. Yes, Vestamoon and Susie, I agree. Yes, Poncho, that's what it's called. Thank you, Vestamoon. Or no, who said that? Kathy. Thank you, Kathy. Yes, it's Matilda too. Thank y'all for keeping me straight. It is a poncho. And let's see. It's spring forward and fall back. So it would be a we would be moving forward an hour. Oh, Wesley Duncan, good to see you on here. Yeah, a long time no see. Matilda says it's 61 in South Cal. I think that's about what it is here, but the wind is blowing, and so it feels a lot cooler. I should have probably gotten a neck wrap or something, but I'll be fine. Oh, Kathy says it's 39 in Jersey. Vesta Moon says 43 in Ohio. And 53 in rainy in Cookeville, Tennessee, Dewdrop In says. That is crazy. I am just so glad that y'all are on here no matter what your temperatures are. And so, oh, thank you for putting that up, Robert. There was I had a video that went up, and I thanked patrons at the end of it. And I had somebody saying, you know, my name wasn't on there, but if you go to my homepage of my Patreon account, it tells you the ones that are supposed to be listed and the ones that are on there. And I hope that makes sense. And I wasn't able to. I had somebody contact me and tell me that somebody kind of feelings hurt because there wasn't listed, but the reason for that, and I can't. I list everybody, so I had to have a cutoff point. 30 in England and Wild Woman, that's just too cold. And here I am feeling like I'm such a wimp because I'm cold. It's in the 60s or in 63 Oregon. I found Betsy Reed. Betsy Reed says sunny and 78. Good for you. That's my kind of temperatures, and that's what it is down where I just left in Arizona, but I couldn't stay. 46 and cloudy in Kentucky. Y'all are awesome for sharing all of that with me. Thank you. And oh, thank you, Angel. Yes, I don't have the white van anymore. Robert does. And in fact, he followed me here to make sure I'm okay. And there's Fancy Free behind Phoenix. So there's the two rigs right there. And we're going to watch the sun go down in a little while. But see, it won't turn back around for me now. No, don't. Okay, wait. It won't. Okay, is that it? Okay, good. I'm not going to touch it. It kept bouncing. Boy, I bet that fried y'all's brain. Let's see. Yes, I lived in Fancy Free for almost 6 years, full time, 24/7. And she is a white cargo E350 van. 1 ton, and and still holding up like a beast. And like Robert said, took us on a wonderful adventure today, this afternoon. 39 in Michigan. Hi, Carol. Good to see you. I hope you are feeling well tonight. And 73 in Venus. See, my Texas. My Texas is 73. And Fancy Free wants to be in the spotlight always. I'm not so sure, Robert, if that's Fancy Free or you. So for those of you wondering, tonight my mods are Carol Springstead and Robert Witham, who has logged on as Meanderings, which is his other channel. Be sure to check out both of those channels because they are both fantastic. And so I didn't get a chance to see if anybody. Oh, Carol says she got her books. Yay, Carol. It's about freaking time, wasn't it? Poor Carol. I mailed her books before. I was late getting them out. And I mailed them to her, and but I mailed a bunch at one time, and so I didn't know which tracking number was hers. And she did that, and we don't know where they went because I don't know what the tracking number was. And so I sent it in, and she finally has her books. Awesome. 30 and knowing in Denver. Oh my goodness, Terry, that's where my trustee lives, is Denver. And Kathy says she's walking the beach in the 70s 2 days ago. Oh my goodness. And so here, once I have all of my blankets and everything with me is going up into the snow. It got so cold, you guys. And at one point, I'm hanging out the window filming because I wanted to get the tires flushing through the snow. And poor Robert is navigating these 4x4 roads. I'm hanging out the window halfway, but it was such fun. I really should probably have a 4x. Maybe one day we'll see. It's got to grow like about 100 times bigger, but I love it. Oh, good, Carol. That's so sweet of you. She says she's enjoying the books more because of the weight. Um, if you were just getting started with boondocking, on solar, no noise, so no generator, I think is what you mean, Vesta. You said, would it be rude to camp within sight of another boondocker just for more support from a distance? The truth of that is, if she's boondocking, they are probably on public land, and public land is public land. Have said they know that I've had people come up and urinate in my camp. That ain't cool. And you don't want to get in their space or block their view if you can keep from it. But let me see. No, you can't see any people where I'm at. So public land is public land, and you can park wherever you want to park. Just maintain a distance so you're not posing. It's a little bit different. Oh, here comes a bit of ATV or motorcycles. I can't see which. They had a forget it's a turn, so it'll be okay. They had a poker run in Pahrump today, and that's where I am now, but that's not where I'm staying. I'll be leaving as soon as my live chat is over. But they had a poker run in today, and it made me miss my motorcycle days so much. I used to have, well, my last was a Harley Ronin. My very first bike when I was young was a Honda Nighthawk. And I used to do poker runs all the time, and I saw all these bikes, and I was jonesing. I'm afraid my bike days are over because of my brain injury, but I sure, as they went by, I was like wanting to high five them. Of course, you can't, but I was like, oh my God, you could tell they were having such fun. Let's see. Anyway, Vesta Moon, if I didn't answer your question, I don't feel like I answered your question because there's no set rule, and it depends too. I like if you're in the national forest, which is not BLM, but it's public land. If you're in the national forest, you can't see your neighbors anyway, and so out here in the desert, it's different because you can usually see for long ways, like y'all see all the way to the mountain behind me, and so just so close that you make them uncomfortable. And a lot of people on different Facebook groups and different forums, they say, go ask. You know, I don't want anybody coming to my camp and asking me anything. Stay out of my camp. If I'm out on beach land, boondocking out in the boonies, I'm out there for a reason, and I don't want people walk up to my camp. And so I don't know that you go ask. If you happen to see them on a walk or something, you can ask. But if you're a healthy distance away, it's a free for all. That's all I can say to that. Yes, Daytona. It's called Daytona something. I forgot what it's called. Daytona Bikers Week, Super Spread Bike Fest here in Florida. That's me, but I hear you, but we don't talk on my channel. Politics, religion are good because they're vital issues, and we just avoid that. But I heard that they talk Bike Fest this week, and I hope that all that were able to attend and that wanted to attend got a chance to and enjoy themselves. And invest, I hear you. That's the best answer that I can give you. And just because the fact that you're cognizant of it tells me that I don't think it would ever be an issue wherever you chose to camp. Because the people that pay attention or that don't care are the ones that come in too close. And, you know, it's like they or you can always turn your key if you want to or need to. And I've had to do that several times. I had somebody, again, I'm going to show you Robert Park because we just came here for a little bit to do this live stream. But see, he's parked right behind me. I have literally had people show up and park that close to my camper, and I don't know them. It's not like it's my friends or something. I mean, we'll all camp together and get in a group, get in a pod, and that's different when you're out on boondocking on public land and you're to have some space and someone comes up close. It's a little creepy, and just the fact that you're asking tells me they would never do something like that. People do. So beware. And if somebody does to you, it makes you uncomfortable or nervous, just turn your key and go. And you are most welcome. And right, Robert would never do that on. We don't even and Robert and I will continue to travel together off and on and camp together. And when we do, we don't even camp that close together. And I'm going to be traveling this spring and summer with a friend of mine named Joan. She's not even in Nevada yet. And so when she gets here, we'll be out. And I'm sorry for my rock brothers, you bet I got a rock. We'll book out but we won't even park that close together when we're camped together. So everybody's different. Let's see. I mean, that's true, Robert. That quote by William Least, heat in blue highways, that is true. What else have I missed? Kathy's, her first one was a Yamaha 250. I love that. I can't remember what my Honda Nighthawk was. I think it might have 250 as well. And that is, Robert is saying it's hard to not camp within sight of someone in the desert. It's true, but because you can see, if somebody was parked even half a mile down the road, I would be able to see them. And so, you know, that in the desert, you're not going to be able to not see somebody. You just don't just pull into their camp unless they're friends and you're invited. And Wesley Duncan says, I hope I'm not a former Hell's Angel. I don't think I would qualify as a Hell's Angel. My Harley vest had Betty Boop, had a Betty Boop patch. Of course, it had my hog, my ladies hog, ladies of Harley LOH patch on it, and all patches from every time that I from Texas to Sturgis. And different patches like that, but no Hell's Angels patches. um, see, I did buy you that Blue Moon highways. I forgot about that, Robert. When Kat says she remembers not too long ago when people parked an arm's length away. I've been out here 6 years full time, Kathy, and I've never seen that. So I'm not sure when people did that anymore. You know, you have to in campgrounds and stuff, but out on public questions. I don't ever see that, you know, unless you just know somebody like saying or something. So I'm not sure what's up with that. Let's see what else. I did hang out the van window. San Contreras. Am I saying that right? Hello. Can't see how to give you a thumbs up on your phone. Well, thank you for even thinking about it, Suzanne. And what you have to do is you have to X out of live chat, not the whole, I'm not the live chat, but the comments. X out of the comments, and then the thumbs up will show up, and then you just click live chat again. Don't X out of the whole live stream. That's not what I mean. Just out of the comments, and then it shows up, and then you can come back. But it doesn't matter. Thank you for thinking of it and for trying. And Matthew wants to know how much snow did I get in the face when I was hanging out the window. I got some slush on my shirt, but none in my face. Thank goodness. Let's see. Is there anybody else have any questions? Yeah, Terry Victor, look at those motorcycles. Angel says, I've grown so much since the beginning and my first interview, and I look happy. I am happy. I'm in the process of writing a book called How Being a Nomad Saved My Life, because it did save my life. And of course, my era that doctor put me on, God, has it been 2 years now or just a year? I can't remember. Kind of tracking time calendars is a little bit of math, and I lost the ability to math with my injury, even though I used to teach it. So I lose track of, but I think anyway, the Ariset and this way of life definitely saved my life, gave me back years, and has helped be healthy. And I have done a lot, and this way of life has done that for me. I am in Nevada. I was in Arizona, and I left in Nevada because I have doctor's appointments, everything. My annual appointments, you know, when you have brain injury, you have to see a doctor every now and then, whether you want to or not. And I don't want to, but they kind of insist that you see them at least once a year. I don't know why. Go figure. And oh, Robert says he thinks it'll be 2 years this summer that since I've been on Intercept. And for anybody who's new to my channel, I just realized I need to my nails again. Squirrel. Anybody who's new to my channel, I have a brain injury, and Aricept is normally given for dementia and Alzheimer's, but they started giving it to some brain injury patients, not all, experimentally, and my doctor recommended it and recommended we try it, and we did, and gave me my life back. It's just been awesome. That's very kind of you, Angel. Thank you. While I was at the national park that I was at, and I don't want to tell y'all too much because I've got 3 awesome videos coming up from it. Really different, same park, but really different videos. But the camp host and I got to know each other pretty well, and she actually has property in Montana and does boondocker welcome. So I hope to go through there and stay at her property and see her again. And she gave me a from the park, about the park, because you couldn't get into the to shop anymore to get memorabilia or stickers. It's the first time I've gone to a park like that. I wasn't able to get like a pin or a sticker or something to commemorate it, and I was really sad. And so she gave me a book from the store there, and so then I gave her one of my books, and that was really cool. And because we got to know each other, she gave me a lot of behind the scenes info about the park, and so I went out on a couple of treks based on her recommendation. It was really cool. Kathy says, tell Doc she didn't remember about the appointment. And actually, that's funny, but that really is funny, Kathy. I could do that, but they tend to not want to treat you as their patient if they don't get to see you, especially if you have something like a traumatic brain injury and they want to do their annual test and all that. And they kind of have to anymore in this CYA world of healthcare. That they get to treat people without seeing you. And I get that. I want to say I do want to be able to call and go, I'm doing great. Not that I don't need you or want you, but I don't need to come see you right now, doc. But this particular doctor that I have now, since my last doctor retired, and still so sad about love Dr. Lee, but this primary care that I have now insists on seeing me at least once a year and told me up front that if I couldn't make it back, because I'm a nomad, she told me if I couldn't make it back at least once a year, that she wasn't interested in being my physician record. And so it's kind of a deal that we have up. And so I'm here to get out of the way so I can get on the road. Let's see, what else? Robert's saying, yeah, they will be released. Robert's saying that the camp host couldn't imagine why she was in Death Valley instead of Montana now, and they will be released from their camp host duties at April 15th, and she's like, but husband is, woo, look how fast this van is going, dude, slow down. What a jerk. Don't ever do that. Don't ever drive by people. I don't care whether they're sitting on the side of the road, they're camped near the road. This is a BLM road, and you just don't be that fast and dusting people. I mean, I don't care that he dusted me. I'm not saying that. It's just that's just you just don't do that. It's like driving through a residential area at miles an hour. You slow down when we're in a place where children are going to be playing, or a residential neighborhood, or a school zone, or BLM land, when you're passing by people that are camped, and we're not exactly camped. That's one of my big pet peeves. Anyway, so the campus, her name is Becky. She was saying that her husband is anxious to get home. I see now the dust is going to make me cough. Hold on, let me get some more. Hold on, guys. Okay. She was saying that her husband is anxious to get home, and she told him, she goes, you better take at least 30, 45 days, if not 60, to get me back to 10, because she knows how cold it is there. Yeah, Godker is saying that they have 1,000 Trails campground, and that somebody blinking tube lighting around their RV, and so to put up extra shade to the windows on that side. Yeah, that's another one of my pets. I come out into nature not to hear somebody's stereo, and not to see somebody else's lights. I want to see God's lights, and that's the stars. And any little bit of light pollution blocks that out. And I don't mind people that have the sensor lights, that come on if something comes by, or if they go outside and want to see people that come into the wild. And I'm talking deep remote blocking, people that come out into the wild and just light the world around their rig. Each to his own. That's fine. You do that. I will camp anywhere close to you, as far away as I can be. Oh, I'll be a mother trucker. Thank you for that super chat tip. Where are you tonight? You already shared. I mean, I don't want you to share the World Wide Web where you are, but what state are you in tonight? See, where are we? Rebecca McKinney, she's in Texas also. Thought about you in Nevada while I was watching a documentary on Groom Lake and Area 51. Have you ever traveled in that part of Nevada? Yes, been all over Nevada except for the east and the Rocky Mountains, and that is on my list. And my friends Val and Greg just bought a home in the northeast Nevada, and so I want to go see their home and tour the Ruby Mountains. So yes, I'm very familiar with all of Nevada. Let's see. Yes, Kathy, stone were flying. I was surprised they didn't hit some land on Robert's front of his van, actually. And meanderings, Robert says, "Tell us how you really feel, Deborah." You know, I could temper it. To be honest, if I was gonna say I really feel, everybody would logging off. And Michael says, "No no wash." Yeah, that's even in the boating world, you just do that. And from the sounds of the tires, it sounds like nope, that's somebody else coming back out. But they're also going fast, and I don't get it. So much camping etiquette has just gone by the wayside. It's unbelievable. And even mine. I think it's just not far from here, either down the road a bit or that way. It says 5 miles per hour. Of course, nobody obeys signs and rules and laws and regs anymore. I say nutty, but most people could care less. Oh gosh, if I forget, I'll remind me to tell you something about the campground where I was. That will be on the videos. I'm going to share that with y'all tonight. Let's see. I know you didn't miss anything, Marker. I went to a national park, and I think I already said it. So I went to Death Valley National Park for a while because it was really cold here, and I'm so tired of being cold. And gosh, I've got people that are there in the 30s, and that just went through a nor'easter, and I get that. And other parts of the world are cold, but I'm tired of being cold. So I went to Death Valley National Park. Snow. It didn't in the basin part, but mountains around it are covered in snow just like here. It was cold there too. Um, let's see. But I want to tell y'all something about the ground in a minute. And Excellent Adventures is from Arizona. Awesome. Mother Truckers in Springfield, Missouri. And let's see. Yeah, it's been the 30s at night, Robert. That's why I was like, I am out of here. And so I just off. I would have stayed. I would have stayed gone longer. I got to get back, like I said, for doctor's appointments and some things. The RV that I need to get done and work. I consider my writing books and the one I'm working on and YouTube and all that is work, but it's work of and work I enjoy and connection that I enjoy, and so nothing bad there. But I needed to get back to work. Couldn't I without a signal forever? Somebody honking and waving. I don't know who that is. I'll wave back. Hello. And let's see. Hey, Sissy Taylor, glad you're here. Gloria Marier, Wildwood, New Jersey. Awesome. Thank you for being here. And I'm going to have to put on my poncho because I'm getting cold, and then I'll come back and tell you about the campground. Hold on. And of course, it's the third layer down. Okay, and if it gets too cold, or no, that's not what I meant to say. If the sun goes down, I don't have any lighting out here with me tonight. So if the sun goes down, we'll have to quits anyway. But we're up for right now. Well, and this is going down. You gotta check this out. Hold on. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful? Goes down. It's the town of Pahrump between here and there. Oh, Lordy, it's cold. Yeah, it's getting cold. Hey, Cheryl, good to see you on here. Glad you could make it. And thank you, everybody. I love the pontoon. Vista got that with RV Gal and my other friends in Mexico. And I just so much. Oh my goodness, that sun just got behind the mountain. When we go back, or it's dry behind the mountain. And as soon as that went down, man, it started getting cold. So we'll see how long I stay out here. Hi, Rita. Let's see, what else have I missed while I was standing up? Robert says he'll turn the high beams on me and it gets dark. You gonna bring out a heater too, Robert? That'd be awesomeness. Um, yeah, I know. You should have bet. Y'all should have bet on how long it would take to layer up. I am. I have a friend named Glenn, and he calls he calls a weather wimp because I just cannot handle cold or hot or any of that, and I don't have to put the poncho on right. Oh my God, guys, look at this. Robert is literally bringing me a heater. Are you serious right now? You got to put it on this side so bad so it won't.
It's a restaurant. They got propane heaters outside, so you sit on the patio when it's cold. Right?
That is, Bandit's wanting to get down and go see, but you can't, buddy, because he's got a heater in his hand. That is hilarious, Rob. Thank you. Because if I go inside the RV, I'm afraid I'll signal and everything. I went on a hike this morning, you guys, at 6:30, and I went on 3 hikes today, and so that's why I look like this. I've had on different hats all day. Oh my God, yes. Thank you so much, Robert. That is awesome. I showed them you walking up. Okay, so there he goes, back to his van. We're watching you walk away, watching the sunset. It is. I hope it turns pinks. Is it? Oh, is it? Let me put it back on. Let's see. Oh, that is mountain lit up. That's so cool. Thank you, Robert. So 90s fields and third night. That's it. Wasn't that kind of him? That is so sweet. He's a good guy. Yeah, he wouldn't do anything to harm the environment ever. And Pup Camper 58 Girls, she bought one last year and loves it. For the first 5 years out there, I had a Mr. Buddy portable heat. This is medium size one. That's why it's called Mr. Buddy. I had Mr. Heater, the brand. The Buddy, the medium size. And I had that for 5 years. And then I went to a Wave 3 catalytic heater, ceramic, and it doesn't have open flame, and it moderates better, and I love it so much. But it doesn't have the power heat, or at least the size that I have. And I don't know what size I have. I have medium one. And so now that I'm in an RV, I need like a big one because it doesn't. When it gets cold, it doesn't heat up the whole RV enough. But I love it, and Robert, that is feeling so good. I was starting to really get cold. Let's see. Um, what else did I miss? Vesta says she doesn't care how cold it gets at night as long as it is warm during the day. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I'm a warm. That's what my friend Glenn says because I can't too cold and I can't do too hot, and he just laughs at me. He says, baby Bandit needs do you need a new chicken toy? Do you need a new chicken toy? You're such a good boy. So thank you for the super chat tip for Bandit to give him a new chicken toy. And I think you're thinking of the rooster that my Cindy got him. And he loved rooster. Oh, hello, baby. I ended up having to put it in the refrigerator one night. Hi, Bubby. Oh, you can lay down. I ended up having to put it in the refrigerator one night because it started doing it, what it was doing in the middle of the night. And he wasn't playing with it. He was in bed with me, and it wouldn't stop. And I couldn't figure out how to get stopped. So I put it in the refrigerator. But and then the next morning it wasn't doing any noise anymore. It would still play and everything when he was, but he wore that thing out. It has long since bit the dust. He loved that thing. So I hard to find. Mike, didn't you get that at Tractor Supply? I'll start checking out the Tractor Supplies and see what I can find. Um, and Robert says that the heater he just brought me, and he knows me so well, he's got it on high, is 4,000 to 8,000 T, and it's on high. Yes, it is. And it is working great. Gloria, I hope you get your van. That will be awesome. And it, 55 older community for your home base sounds like a game plan. Good for you. And I love you're saying you're 61 years young. I am 62 years young. I feel younger every year. It's awesomeness. And did I get someone to fix the rear end on my RV? Yes, it's a whole video, Manatee. You could check it out because the Earth Angels, Curtis and Randy, that did that for me. I just cried and cried and cried and left that RV park and drove her out on her own, on her own, no getting old or anything. And she's rechristened Phoenix because she rose from the ashes. So Fancy Free really did die, and I was getting ready to, not Fancy Free, Robert has Fancy Free. Freebird really did die, and I was getting ready to donate her. And then they fixed her, and I've just been having the time of my life ever since. And let's see. And Kathy says she is converting her school bus. Yay, Kathy! And you're welcome, Gloria. And so yes, I had thought about getting rid of my home base, but my trustee and I have been talking, and I for 100 a month, and I think Frugal even said this, that 100 a month, pretty good insurance, and that's what I have to pay when I'm there to keep my lot. And of course, when I'm there, I have to pay regular RV rates. But when I'm not there, 100 a month reserve my spot and have it available for me when I return is a bargain. And it's getting dark, but my glasses aren't turning clear. They're transitioning. They're supposed to get clear, but it's not. Okay, so y'all been seeing the snow. Do you want the sun? Here, let me show you. Here's the sun. It is going down. Going down, down, down. Ring of fire. You did not log on to me sing. I know that much. Nobody's logging on to hear me sing. Base camp. I love that. I keep calling it home base. Maybe I should call it base camp. I like that. When I forget and call it home base, remind me to call it base camp. I love that. Are you rested, bub? I think that he's making him nervous. But he doesn't like, oh, I don't have it out here. But he doesn't like campfire. The fire makes him nervous. So what I did was I bought, doesn't matter where I get, he gets them from me. So I bought him a little kitty chair, and it sits right behind me, and not like beside me, but just back a little bit. And he loves that, and he'll get in that and stay. And I got the idea. Frugal RV gal has, or did have, now that she's got a chair, separate chair for her, Sammy Joe, but she used to have a love seat that they would share. And I thought, oh, that's what he needs. And then he won't be so nervous. Lola, hi. It does get chilly in the desert when the sun goes down. I'm glad you're enjoying seeing the view. And I know that Frugal just came through there and was with you guys for a while. I'm looking forward to catching up and hearing more. But I wish I could have seen you too. And let's see. Oh, Robert put up the link to On the Road Again in Phoenix. So be sure and watch that. Was it that asked? Manatee. Please be sure and watch that link that Robert just put up. Let's see, what else have I missed? Robert says it could be worse. He could be seen. That's so funny. I think we should all have base camps everywhere and we can share them. There's people might not be interested in that, Terry, but it's like a good idea. And Kathy says she has 5 acres in Ward County and Pecos too, and we can use it as home. That's sweet. Sissie's laughing at me putting the rooster in the refrigerator. Yeah, it was just like I didn't want to put it outside because it has put his toys. He has outside toys and inside toys. because the end plush get too dirty for him to take out. So I buy the different ones for him to take outside. And we left them out one or left a couple of toys outside one night. And something took them during the night. I don't know what. I didn't want to put because it was his favorite toy. I didn't want to put Rooster outside. So I had set it on the hood, I think, if I remember right, and I could still hear it. So I put it in the fridge so I didn't have to hear it anymore. Let's see. Oh, that's so cool. You guys are so cool. So let me tell you about some of the that happened because it's going to get dark and y'all won't be able to see anymore. I'm nice and cozy warm now, though. But some of the things. Oh yes, thank you, Carol. That's where I was. I want to tell you. Thank you for keeping me on track. I want to tell you. Let me get a drink first. Where'd my drink go? I'm drinking nice cold ice water, which is what I should be drinking out of reason, right? Nothing quite like good water, I tell you. But so I at this campground where I was, you can see where I camped, and y'all have to watch for the video, but I could see a lot, and so I stayed out late like I like to do, and I'd get up early like I like to do, and so I saw a lot while I was there. And you guys, just, there's like 16 hiking trails and just tons of stuff to do in this national park. A lot of people would leave their sites during the day, and I could not believe some of the things I was seeing. People would see a resting pig, and they would literally go over, walk around it, even check to see if a compartment was open. One of these things, and these were like up out upstanding citizens. They were like riffraff, and you know they'd be driving like $10 bus or, but they would be like, I wonder how much storage is here, and they like peek in windows, and so that was one thing that just blew me away. I'm like, you know what's going on when you're away from your rig during the day, and so of course if the camp host saw them, like, is this your space? And I saw that happen several times, and they'd be like, no, but isn't it fast rig? And she goes, yes, not yours. You need to get out of their campsite. And I saw people down below where I was. RV Ashes in April. Hi, Marge. Good to see you. Margie and Jeff are in the house. I saw people in the tent. So I was up hill, and the loop below us was tent camping, and people would just come out of tents, and like the guys would be in their underwear, get dressed, and they people just I was just kind of I was in a little bit of shock while I was there. And then the other thing when I at the last site before they filled up, you guys. So it's not like I had a lot of choice, but I was in kind of the walk to the room, and I'm sorry, I got some off my pont. You on? Okay. So people would walk by, and Bandit loved it because he could say hi to so many people. But if they had dogs, they would just let them pee on my tire on my feet or something. And you know, I mean, not if I was sitting out there because I'd be like, hey, please don't let your dog do that. But seriously, I had like my mat out, and they would just walk so close to my rig. There was plenty of space. The walkway was, oh, I wanted to show y'all the sun is kind of pretty much gone down. It's over. But the walkway was as big as from where I'm sitting to Bert's Inn, and y'all can see how far away that is. And but they were right by my RV instead. I walk over my mat if I was inside working on the computer or something or writing. You know, I would just be so floored at that. I just hadn't been in a campground in so long. It blew me away. And nobody had any decorum for being so loud that they might be disturbing people on them. And people get up at like 5 in the morning and start cooking outside, which is fine. But if you're gonna do that, you know, your neighbors might not want to be awake 5 in the morning. They just hear, and I have to tell you, and everybody just had the best time. Everybody, they all would walk by, "Hey, how are you doing?" "Oh, beautiful dog, beautiful rig." I mean, it's not like there was problems or issues or something, but I guess it's just been a long time since I have been in like national parks and stuff. I was just floored, and there were some other things that happened that I won't share because they're kind of gross, but yeah, it just I was surprised. That's all I can say is I was surprised. So, um, see, they make those kind of containers for snacks too. I missed something. Let me back up. Uh, I don't think I would have ever thought about the fridge. Okay, I forgot about something. Instead of popcorn, I need a heater. I did. Oh, hi, Gail Grady. She's in Aussie. Glad you're here and glad that you stopped in. I didn't see you earlier, so thank you for saying hi. Um, s- um, hi, Anna Griggs. Nice to see you. They make the Mike. I missed something. I don't know what kind of containers they make for cool sticks. I missed it. And let's see. Okay, Vesta Moon says it's still pretty and she loves sunset. Well, there you go, Vesta. I'll let you see it till it goes down, but it's not going to take long. Um, let's see. Oh, thank you guys for the thumbs up, and I'm just so blessed by everybody, and I'm so glad to be back Friday Night Live. Even this one was on Saturday, and the reason we had to do it on Saturday is because I have signal. There is no signal, so a lot of places in the park. One of the places that I hiked today, way up high. You could make a phone call and maintain a phone call, but the Cam Post was even complaining. I mean, not like bad complaining, but she was trying to check on her prescription and couldn't even hold that phone call. So she was on her e-bike and getting ready to go up the hill and do that. And I didn't come back here because I knew it was going to be snowing and freezing and everything. And so I went and stayed there until today. And so thank you for showing up. See, I didn't want to do. Thank you, Matilda. She says SN is just as good as F. Thank you, but I when I first started this, I actually was gonna do it on Saturdays because I know, when the normal day before the pandemic, especially being from Texas, a lot of Friday night lights activity, football and everything. And, a lot of people are still getting off work and getting home and everything on. And so I thought Saturday Night Live might be better, but yeah, there's kind of a famous TV show called Saturday Night Live. So I thought, "Ooh, I can't do that." So that's when I came up with FNL, Friday Night Live. um, so Julie wants to know how long I was at my home base. What? Tell me why you're asking that, sweetheart. I'll be able to tell you more. Uh, like my drink container. Okay, make treat snacks like my drink container. Gotta go back and see what my cousin said. Y'all hold on. I can't. So I can read words, obviously, because I'm reading comments, but I can't retain anything. They make those kind of containers for cool snacks too, like my drink container. Huh. Um, I'll have to check that out. I don't know about that. I'll have to check it out. Debra Night Live. Yeah, anytime. And my friend Frugal is trying to encourage me just to do lives whenever I want. And but I'm a little bit like you guys. I get busy during the week and I forget to do lives. Those are impromptu lives, but I enjoy everybody knowing that I can count on a Friday night live, except for the week. Gloria, you want to join my channel? YouTube is free, sweetheart. You don't have to do anything to join. You just hit the subscribe button. Is that what you are asking? And if I'm understanding, just let me know. Juana Smith, or is it Juana? I had a student, I used to teach high science. and I had a student that was named Juana, and she spelled it the same way. So if I am mispronouncing yours, I apologize. Let's see. Let's see. Freddie says he lives in West Texas around Midland and Odessa. And what I've seen in the desert looks like Odessa. I can't see the beauty, just sand and tumbleweeds. What am I missing? Well, if that's not pretty to you, Freddie, Holy Moses, oh down, assholes! Look at that. Look what they did. I could tell they were jerks. I'm sorry for my French, but I could tell they were jerks. And they spun around the corner down here, and there's somebody camped right there, and they completely dusted their camp. I just don't understand people. I'm sorry, Freddie. If that's not pretty to you, I don't know how to help you. It's beautiful, and I hope that you will watch my Death Valley, the videos that are coming up. Oh my goodness, I literally had tears in my eyes a lot of the time that I was there at the beauty, and it was just breathtaking. Of course, dust isn't pretty, but the landscape. And also, watch for a week from May for the video Robert and I going up the mountain. And the different terrain, it goes from cactus to Joshua tree to cedars and redwoods, and it's just unbelievable. And all of that is in the desert. Um, so I know, Gloria. I'm sorry. I should not have lost my cool, but I just people, and especially after all I witnessed at that campground where I was, and anybody that, the campus, she lost cool a few times, and get that, and I've had a problem with a camp host before when we didn't do anything wrong. I mean, me and the group of friends that I was with, um, uh, but she had reason to lose her cool a few times. Let's see. I think Robert had put a link up for my Patreon account, and uh, if that's what you're talking about, thank you so much. So sweet, and you can do that for as little as $1 a month, or you can sign up if you wanted to do $1 a month, and you want to do like have $1 coming out on your card a month. I get that. You can even sign up and do $12 a year. So that might work better for you. And oh, that's true, Margie. Thank you. Our Ashes in April is sharing. There is a link in the description below. That is correct. And if you have any trouble, email me, and my email is Debra Dickinson. No, Debra does RV Life at gmail.com. And so oh, good, Freddie. Yes, please watch the video and see if you don't see it a little bit differently. Oh, thank you, Carl. I appreciate that. You and Robert tonight are rocking it. Yeah, it took me back when I first came to the desert, but it is gorgeous, and it is a little bit different than the Mid Odessa area. But even that, the vastness of the area has its beauty. So, son, I'm going to turn this one more time. Thank you, Robert and Carol, for putting up links. You can see the lights in town are beginning to show up, which is my cue that I need to probably head out. And I don't know what my dog is barking at, hoping it's not Coyote. I don't think it is, but I want to be able to pack up, and I can go get my lamp if I need to. But do you guys have any more questions before I log off? It's getting real cold, but this heater is nice and cozy. If you do, let me know right quickly. That's a good term right there, right quickly. Y'all let me know. Y'all. And I'll be glad to answer that. And then I have got to I'm going to camp here tonight. So I wouldn't camp here anyway with people buzzing down the road like this. I feel sorry for the people that are. Oh, I think it's a wild horse. And y'all are not going to be able to, because it just went down in a wash. I am so sorry. It's okay, baby. We like those bees. It's okay. I wish y'all could see that. I know you're not going to be able to turn it. Um, there's a wash behind these the yucca plants, and it just saw its tail as it went down. So you aren't going to be able to see it. I'm sorry. So okay, that's it. Let's see. Quickly, that's it right there, Robert. I think. Uh, the Oh, Julie said I was just wondering if I was at base camp long enough to enjoy and relax for a few days. I was, and I will have to. My base camp is about 40 miles from here, and I'm going to go back out there until I get all my doctor's visits. And Tom, I have a real bad power steering lead. I can't go more than 50 miles to or 100 miles at the very most without stopping and filling that up. And that is oh, thank you, Carol. And is a crazy ordeal. I have a video up about I have to crawl underneath the RV, come back out, crawl back in, fill it up, go back under the RV. And so anyway, I've got some things that I'm getting done, and I will stay at my home base until I get all of that done. My base camp. I love that. All right, everybody. I love you guys. And Vestamins wants to see the horses. And Julie, thank you for patient with me till I was able to answer your question. I'd forgotten about it, and then you reworded it where I understand and answer it with my brain, and I really appreciate that. And like Ashes and April says, be sure to check out their channel. They have some, especially for locations lately, they've been rocking it. And says, have a great night, everyone. Stay safe and stay well. And I hope everybody has a great week and a good night. And love you guys. KOKO, keep on keeping on, and I'll see you down the road. Bye.